Mr. President,
me to approach and try to explain, because I understand what Her Honor is trying to say. What I'm saying is it's not written in the bill.
Mr.
You
President,
can
we
ask
may
your
suspend.
staff because it's not written in the bill.
We may suspend, Mr. President, but it is actually written in the bill, and I was
Kindly read
quoting
it.
the gentlelady
Kindly read it
when I
into the
responded to her
record.
question.
Then read it into the record, because yung binanggit niyong 5 items, nandyan nakasulat yan. But line 27, section 2, line 27 says, the promissory note shall be secured by any or a combination of the following. Yun nga kung binanggit nyo, nandyan yan. But it says a promissory note will be secured. My question was, paano mabubuhay ang mga ospital kung wala ng promissory note? Hindi nyo pwedeng ibato ito kasi ito sabi, the promissory note will be secured by the following. Perhaps Your Honor would like to make an amendment that says that in lieu of the promissory note, kasi yun ho ang sinasabi ninyo. Ang sinasabi ko, hindi nga ho nakasulat. So would you like to propose? Because we are happy to study and support. But hindi nga ho nakasulat yun. Yun lang naman ang puntos ko. Hindi pwede kasi yung intention natin, hindi klaro sa batas.
Well, that's why I'm glad, Mr. President, that we are in the period of amendments, because this representation is very open to proposed amendments, including subject to style, to not just improve the content of the bill, pero klaruhin ang crystal clear kung ano po yung intent niya. So no problem with that, Mr. President.
Yes, and that is what I'm doing by using the period of amendment to make the interpellations. I am making it known to the sponsor that what she is saying is not in the bill. So I believe if yun po ang intention ng sponsor, then kayo po ang isulat niyo po yun kasi kayo ang nagsabing yun yung gusto niyong gawin eh. Di kayo po ang magsulat nun, and we will be happy to review it kasi hindi ko po amendment yun. Ako yung nagtatanong kung ano ang gagawin ng ospital kung wala siyang promissory note. So sabi niyo ito. So tinatanong ko saan nakasulat yun?
If the staff of the gentlelady could also provide my staff a copy so we can be guided, Mr. President.
Maybe request the staff of Senator Pia to, there's a guide so Senator Risa can follow the amendments, or we can just flash it. Maybe we
Yes,
can,
thank you, Mr.
if
President.
we have something that we can
I
flash.
think it would be best to flash so
Yeah.
everyone can follow.
Yeah. Session suspended.
Thank you, Mr.
Forward amendments. So we don't have a ready copy to share, but I can read in the interest of moving it along. I can read the amendments, and Her Honor can check it. If there's any issue with it later on, then in the same way that we reopen, Her Honor can check. Because honestly, they're very straightforward. They're just principles which knowing how we all have a common interest in supporting the strengthening the work of the barangay health workers. I really don't foresee that there's anything controversial. Again, happy to present, but I don't have it in a form that is presentable right now. So because I'm reading, I don't read a script. I look at the bill and then I read my amendments. That's all I
There,
have.
it's already
there. Okay.
flashed.
So maybe as we go line by line, there will be time to prepare it.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. President. That would have been fine. And in fact, yes, I have that copy already also po. And as I said earlier, yung unang pinropose na amendment ng gentlelady, it already sounded okay. But this is even more helpful now to have this matrix. Salamat po, Mr. President.
Go ahead.
has this been
What does
accepted?
the sponsor say?
So to the
amendment?
to the first proposed amendment, Mr. President, in section 2. Accepted, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, amendment is approved.
Next amendment, Mr. President, is on page 2, line 3. After the word development, insert the sentence. The state further recognizes that BHWs are critical drivers in achieving the SDGs as they serve as the primary health safety net for the most vulnerable, marginalized, and far-flung communities. We submit, Mr. President.
Accepted, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, amendment is approved.
Page 6. What's next? Ah, okay. Next amendment, Mr. President, is on page 6, line 30. After the word field, semicolon, delete the word end. And still on the same page, line 32, after the word development period, delete the period and replace it with a semicolon and add the word end after the semicolon. And after letter E, add a new letter F, providing technical support for the use of digital health tools and telehealth platforms in the performance of their duties. We submit, Mr. President.
Sorry, Mr. President, I'm following the matrix. What section is that in?
I think section 11,
6.
Yes,
Yes.
Mr. President,
Letter
sorry, I
F.
see it in section 11.
letter D.
Yes po. So after the words and professional development.
Yes.
Yes,
is
accepted.
correct.
Accepted,
Any-
Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, amendment is carried.
Meron pa? Our next amendment is on page 8, line 27. Delete the word end. And on the same page, on line 31, after the word duties, delete the period and replace it with a semicolon and then add the word end. And add a new number 3, which shall read, psychosocial support and mental health services, recognizing the emotional, psychological, and physical demands inherent in frontline community health service. The DOH, in coordination with concerned LGUs, shall ensure that all registered BHWs, whether volunteer or employed, have access to psychosocial support and mental health services appropriate to their role and circumstances, which shall be in accordance with Republic Act number 11036, otherwise known as the Mental Health Act. We submit, Mr. President.
Accepted, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, amendments carried.
Thank you, Mr. President. That is all. Thank you, Madam Sponsor.
Thank you, gentlelady, and thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you to Senator Pia, and I've worked with Senator Pia in many education bills. Lagi niyang pinapaganda at sinasharpen yung mga bills natin. Kaya maraming salamat sa amendments and interventions.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, with that, I move to close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, period of amendments hereby closed.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr.
President.
President.
Thank you also to the our colleague, Senator Pia Cayetano, and the sponsor, Senator Risa. With that, I move to approve on second reading, subject to style, Mr. President, the measure.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the aforementioned bill is hereby approved on second reading, subject to style.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I move to suspend consideration of the same.
The consideration of the aforementioned bills hereby suspended.
Mr. President, I move that we consider Senate Bill number 1511 under Committee Report number 15.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Hospital detention. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that this is the hospital detention measure. We are, of course, against hospital detention of the patients. Anti-hospital, that's right. Thank you for clarifying, Senator Pia. It's the anti-hospital detention bill or act, Mr. President. And we'd like to recognize the sponsors, Senator Risa and our distinguished colleague, Senator Pia Cayetano, to propound the amendments, Mr. President. We're in the period of amendments, just for the
We
information.
recognize the gentlelady from Panay, Senator Risa Ontiveros, and to propound her amendments, the gentlelady from Taguig, Senator Pia Cayetano.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. For the information of the body, to remind the sponsor, when we were in the period of interpellation, this representation agreed that we close the period of interpellation on the condition that we would be able to propound questions during the period of amendment to help us formulate the proper amendments and to also enlighten the body on the issues, because for the record, this bill amends the law that this representation sponsored 15 years ago. So I also congratulated the sponsor during my first amendment that the first time I made amendments, that it is high time that we review this. So I'm supportive of this, but I just need to be able to propound these clarificatory questions, because I hope the body will engage with us, because I think it requires a whole of body approach in solving this issue. Because the next issue I'm going to take up might have a very big impact on the financial constraints of government. So if with her honor's permission, can I proceed?
Yes, Mr. President.
So we will start now on section 2, which is,
Just to put everyone on the same page, we provided